Okay, so I'd like to warmly welcome everyone who is here today. I know that there are people who are here physically, and there are people who will join us by listening to this on YouTube in the days to come. This is a presentation for the month of June, and I expect this presentation is something you should keep close to you and evaluate and look at from time to time in the course of this month of June. This is June Distributors Challenge for the Grey Mondays. One of the things you realize that is featuring in our conversation is we're beginning to address ourselves more and more as the green community. It's not because we are not of the Grey Mondays. The Grey Mondays is one of the companies behind the green community. Marvel Natural Products is one of the companies behind the green community. Avenues to Wealth is one of the companies behind the green community. HW Mobile, HW International. We have a number of companies behind the community. And the idea of community is because we realize that the way the world is growing is in communities. Before now, a community was a physically bounded region where people are interacting with each other. But we realize that the world is shrinking, and your community or your tribe is now the set of people that you share some common ideals with, some common values, some common objectives, some common way of life. This becomes your community. And the world is evolving to recognize communities and recognize people who are operating in communities. And those people become stronger than people that are operating as independents. You know, I usually give the example of the lions and the buffalo. You have 1,000 buffaloes. Each buffalo is strong enough to confront a lion, horn to claws. But the buffaloes, 5 lions will rouse 1,000 buffaloes and turn a community of 1,000 buffaloes into 1,000 independents, because the moment you all begin to run away from danger, it's now all man for himself and God for us all. And then, of course, the lions will target the weakest buffalo. And because all the other buffaloes have run away independently, they will feast on this one buffalo. They will grab the buffalo on different sides, and 5 lions will kill one buffalo. And what is going on there is the stronger community survives. The stronger community is the one that survives. And I want to say to everybody who is here in this meeting today, and every member of the green community, that we are better together. The word team is an acronym for together. Each achieves more, and we are better together. We are better by association. And when we really, really form a community, when we are friends within the community, when we have allies within the community, when there's communication and connection within the community, we become a strong force that is able to dominate, that is able to lead, that is able to spearhead the way and show the way. So if you are here today and you believe that you are better by association, just help me type in that chat box today, better by association. And so we have a challenge this June that we want to drive. And this challenge in June is not just exclusively for June. This challenge hits into June and hits into beyond June. So first of all, we'd like to begin with the end in mind. For those who have been in the academy, you know that one of the things we like to stress is for people to begin with the end in mind. Now, what's the end that we have in mind? The end we have in mind is at the end of this year, hopefully in next year's retreat, which will be done in January. In that retreat, we would like to celebrate trade partners that were able to achieve above 15 million. We want to celebrate stockists that were able to be among the top 5 of the stockists. We want to celebrate stockists that did a personal sales of more than 6 million. We want to celebrate rank achievements and distributorship level achievements. So we're talking about VIPs, VIP levels. We're talking about 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, diamond directors. We're looking at celebrating the top 10 people who moved the most in the year 2022. It means you started at one level and you left at a bigger level. You achieved the most significant growth. We want to recognize those people. And then, of course, we want to also recognize the people who did more than 25 GMX PROs. And I'll tell you why now, because GMX PRO is something we will want to drive. We tried to drive the promo packs. We saw, the plus and minus of that. And then we're able to say, okay, with the GMX Pro, we're able to take advantages, all the advantages in the GMX in the promo pack, put it on the GMX Pro, and make sure that it's something that also is sustainable for the company if the numbers are being driven as well. So the volume requirement is not as high as the volume requirements for the promo packs. So this is a better pack. We want people to do many of it. And then we're looking for people who did plenty of signups, because one of the ways we want to grow this year as well is by people bringing people into their team. Now let's separate this. Let's break this down into what will we recognize this June. And after each month, we will be doing this recognition event. And this recognition event is supposed to be an internal motivation event, meaning it is not really about what you get. You already got something from doing and achieving this anyways. But we're going to do the recognition. It's going to be recognition. We're going to share a few gifts, but it's not about those gifts. But it's really about the recognition of people who are allies for this business. And I'm going to share some very interesting things with you. Now, this business, we are unrepentant about how far we want to go. Okay, I'm happy to announce to you that we are not quenching, we are not stopping, we are not stalling. We will go all the way. We will go all the way until we have 5 million subscribers. 5 million, listen to my words, 5 million subscribers to the range of reader products on a monthly basis. This is 5 million people who are battling diabetes, who use bitters, who use cleanser, and who use either fire or restore on a monthly basis. When we have 5 million of this, that's when we have a business. We will not stop. We will do everything that it takes until we get to this place, and we'll empower everybody we need to empower to ensure that we can get to that place. Now, of course, usually when anything grows, they also grow with it, who stay with it, who drive it, and who ensure that the growth and the energy that the company is pumping forward is also something that they are involved in as well. So this is going to grow. So today, for example, we have the beaters, being driven mainly by the network. And then we have other variants, we have other products that will enter into the retail channels, but the people who will take it there as well are the top distributors. So whatever it is that you are driving towards, understand that you are filling vacancies. You are positioning into vacancies that exist for driving this product internationally. And everybody who plays a significant role in that has a piece of the action, to participate in ultimately. So in this month of June, we'll begin these recognitions. Number of people that did more than GMX Pro, three GMX Pros. We're going to celebrate people who did more than 2 signups. We're going to celebrate people who changed ranks. We're going to celebrate people who achieved more than 5,000 as personal stockists and all like that. If you look at these opportunities, you see that the top 3 is reserved for stockists and TPs. Why? Because you can be too. If you are not yet a stockist or a TP, you can be as well. Because there's going to be levels higher than trade partners in the future we are going. We're going to have, what we have today is what you call city trade partners. We're going to have state trade partners. We're going to have regional state partners. We're going to have national trade partners. So the top 3 levels there are reserved for people who are saying, you know what, I don't only want to be a distributor, I want to be a part of the company's infrastructure. Okay, and the lower 3 there, any distributor can do that, and any distributor can aspire to become stockist or trade partner as well. Okay, the opportunity will be open to people who are willing to stay committed and willing to drive their business. Now, how are we going to achieve these goals this June? Okay, we have decided to build it around 2 challenges, and these challenges are optional, but you will have the tools to drive them. And if you are in this meeting today, I want to encourage you to participate in driving these challenges because it will help your business. The first one is a 30 days reader push challenge. If you have noticed, if you are in the push groups, this month we are pushing reader beaters. All the posts you'll see, all the graphics you'll see, all the testimonies you'll see, all the energy you see will be driving beaters. Why? Because we have realized that the beaters is still 90% of the green community's opportunity. If we look at the numbers over the last 3 years, the beaters still make 90% of the sales, 90% of the turnover. The beaters is where we have the least challenges. The beaters is where the people can really easily swear by. The beaters, either the liquid or the capsules, is something that people are really driving and want to keep the network on top of that one driving that. Now, we realize that there are opportunities with the other variants as well, which will be explored also via the network, via different retail channels. But ladies and gentlemen, for the next 30 days, already 3 days gone, 4 days where we are on, you'll have been seeing the push for beaters. You'll have been seeing all those pushes. You want to ensure that you are pushing this on your status, on your stories. Now, the biggest people who are selling the most of the products are people who are driving it on their social media channels. If you look at last month, the top TP, one of the key angles is on their social media pages. They're constantly broadcasting, constantly sharing their status, constantly sharing with their friends. They have become the go-to people for their friends, and they're already building a subscriber base. What you want to begin to build for your business is not people who buy once in a while. You want to build a subscriber base. People who they don't have money to buy for 90 days, but they can be buying 1 month at a time, and they return to you every month. You know their anniversary date. You know when they're going to take their next one. You want to push this out. We want people to begin to ask, what is that reader about? What is that reader about? Ladies and gentlemen, do not be deceived. People do not know our products yet. Our products have not gotten to the critical mass where everybody knows what you're talking about. We need to make noise. And this month of June, we want to lead that charter and begin to make noise. And believe me, let's push readers to the front. The other products will follow it. Let's push reader beaters to the front. Because it's the same brand that governs all, it will pull the other products along with it. You'll find people who say, okay, for that one, you need to add this. For this one, you need to add that. So I did a 30 days push for reader beaters. Okay, if you are in, please give me in the comment box there, I am in. And if you want to send your messages to everyone, not just panelists, because if you send messages to panelists, only I and Olamiji will see it. But if you send it to everyone, then everyone will see it. I am in. Good. Now, while we're doing that, we're also going to do a 30 days new members push. Somebody's, bought 13 bronze packs like yesterday. Somebody's getting ready to bring their army of people in. Somebody's getting ready to get as many people as possible in their business. Ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for the ultimately just beaters packs. Bronze is 1 carton, silver is 2 cartons, gold is 4 cartons, platinum is 12 cartons, VIP is 24 cartons. Beaters exclusively. And we're doing this 30 days new members push, basically to say to distributors, go out there, get new people to join your organization, get new people to join your team, get new people to join, so that your team volume is what is showing the turnover that is happening with you as an individual. And if your team volume can get to the 100 millions, 200 millions, 1 billion, who says it can't? And I'm going to show you very quickly how all of that is possible. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to also have a 30 days push where every day, as we're pushing the reader, we're also pushing the opportunity. As we're pushing the reader, we're pushing the opportunity, and you can learn to do your videos, do your TikTok, do fun things to begin to get more and more people involved as well. So in this 30 days push, it is going to be, on one hand, there's the products, on the other hand, there is the business. I can see I'm in. I can see our energy today from the various channels. Let's drive this and make this work out well. Now, there are also a few other side awards, okay, like the top people who are vending on Vend to Earn, the top people who are selling real estate products. We're going to be sharing some of those things with you as well. And we're going to look at people who are doing all round, who are full-blown community members, supporting every line of the business and making profit from every line of the business. We're going to celebrate and recognize those people as well. Now, how do I achieve this goal? I know many people are wondering, how will I make this happen? How can I achieve these goals? There are 2 things you need to do to achieve the goals. Just 2 things. 1, you want to drive GMX Pro. GMX Pro, you want to drive as much volume as possible. I will show you why. And then you want to drive new signups as well. Okay, you want to get new people on board as much as possible. Now, how are you going to drive the GMX Pro? How are you going to drive the new signups? Or what exactly is the GMX Pro all about? Okay, the GMX Pro is a promo pack. Okay, is a promo pack that is available for you to drive in this month of June, and is extendable to July and August as well if the numbers are tidying up. For the promotion for the promo pack we did before, the volumes were not stacking up, so it wasn't really, it wasn't really something very good to do, because it was taking more than a month for 1,000 packs to be sold. But this GMX Pro is loaded and is designed in such a way that it doesn't have to have as much volume as that, but the product, the opportunities available with GMX Pro is too much not for you to drive. And here is an idea for how you want to drive this. What you want to do with this is tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to start with 1. Or like an idea I saw in Tim Funshe in Dr. Fumi's group yesterday, Trailblazers. I saw that they were playing with the idea of, if you can achieve 1, if you can't afford 1 right up, 3 of you can collaborate together and drive it. And then when you have made money from that, you do the second one for the second person. And then when you have made money from that, you do the second one, third one for the third person. And everybody can ensure that within a month, 3 of you have started with 1. Now, if you can start with 1, okay, and tell yourself next month I want to do 2. Next month I want to do 4. The upper month I want to do, I can double your numbers and grow your numbers that way. Not only are you making profits, you are also qualifying for travel. You're also making points. You're also upgrading. This pack is just the ultimate pack. This pack makes you not need to look at any other pack because it gives you everything you want. And then in driving signups, what you want to do is you want to ensure that you are always pulling new people on board, pulling new people to your team, pulling new people to come to join your team because you are also structuring out your business. How will that work? So here, for example, is what we have with GMX Pro. Okay, on the GMX Pro, I can see a few comments about vent to end and all those kind of things. Don't worry, if the problems persist, we will stop it. Okay, we will stop vent to end ultimately and focus our minds on what we really want to drive with this GMX Pro and the reader range of products. So please, let's take our complaints off into the groups that are created for that purpose. But if vent to end for it's not working, you can just shut it down. It's not something that we want to really make a major. It's just something as an extra. So we have the GMX Pro here. What exactly are the features of GMX Pro? What are the benefits that you have there? 1, it gives you 2 cartons of reader. You can get the 500 mils or you can get the 250 mils. Okay, you have 2 cartons. Okay, with this 60,000 naira. What does that mean? It means you are getting a bottle of this for less than, for ridiculously low. Okay, for about 3,300 naira, you are getting a 500 mils bottle. For as low as 1,700 or 1,800, you are getting 250 mils. Then you get 100 ppv. It means if you are not yet 1 star, you buy this 10 times, you are 1 star. You buy this once, it gives you 100 PV for the person using. You can achieve your stars faster. Okay, and then maybe you are bronze and you want to upgrade. It means if you buy 2 of these, you are silver. By the time you buy 2 of these, not only have you become 1 star and it accepts you in that journey, it also upgrades you to become silver. From buying many of these, you can become gold. From buying more of these, you can become silver. From buying more of this, all the way to VIP, your journey to VIP, maybe just buying this pack. And then the profit you can make on the product is phenomenal. You can make as much as 50% profit on selling the bottles, okay? And then your sponsor gets 20 PV. So your sponsor is also happy with you. You who are buying get an instant reward. So you're also happy with yourself that you're making some money. Your sponsor also gets some rewards. Your sponsor is excited as well. And if you're amongst the first 200 in the month of May to buy this pack, you have the opportunity of swapping 1 bottle of 500 mils for fire, or swapping 2 bottles, swapping for fire, swapping for capsules. There's an arrangement to swap for all those things that is ad hoc, was available as well for the first 200. Then every other pack gives travel points to your uplines and to your team 8 levels deep. But guess what? This pack gives you travel points, the user, and gives travel points all the way up in your team as well. And if you are not fully active and you want to be fully active, this is a pack that makes you fully active. But guess what? You don't want to drive this from an external motivation point of view alone. Your goal and your drive should be, how do I take this, my business, and grow my business? The conversation you want to be having on a monthly basis is, last month, my business did a turnover of 100,000. This month, I want to do 200. Last month, my business did a turnover of 1 million. This month, I want to do 5 million. Last year, my business was at a level of 10 million. This time around, I want to do more. I was talking to some people yesterday when I was sharing with their team. I went to see a friend, an old friend yesterday, who has been into distribution. Okay, they've been into distribution for the last 43 years. For over 43 years, actually, they have been distributors. They have built their network. They have built their structure. They've built their business for 43 years. Okay, and even though they started back in those days with less than 1,000 naira, okay, today their business is doing multiple billions on a monthly basis. What did they use? It was time. Time is your friend if you are doing something. Time is not your friend if you are doing nothing. Okay, compound interest thrives on your plugging yourself in and gradually growing. Many of us, because we don't see our businesses as real businesses, we tend to eat our capital. We tend to just earn the money and convert it to food. It will not compound that way. If you want your business to compound, you have to keep building it. You have to keep making sure that every new month is outdo the previous It doesn't matter what promo is going on. It doesn't matter what promo is not going on. Every new month needs to outdo the other. As I was talking to a person who had been in business for 43 years, building a strategy business, the person said something to me. Somebody said no audio. If you are there and you cannot hear me, if you are there and you can hear me loud and clear, please give me loud so that the person who says no audio knows, say local issue. Okay, can hear. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So please correct your connection so that you can hear me. We are getting to close to 70 in the room. So let's do this together. Let's make this amazing. So as I was sharing with you, this person has been in business for 3 years. And guess what the person was telling me? The person was telling me, look, the market has changed significantly over the last 43 years. And every week, every year, every month, we are looking at how to change, how to restructure, how to reposition, because the market is getting more, interesting. Younger people are coming, newer people are coming. And it doesn't matter what you have built in 43 years. If you are careful and you are sleeping, there are people hanging out there that want to take your space. They want to take your place. They don't want you to enjoy the fact that you have history. They want to just come in today and get to the level where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to achieve significantly, you need to outdo yourself every month. Build. You spend 60K this month, next month 120, go to 240, go to 500. Let your team size grow. Let your volume grow. We are selling and driving products that are affecting lives in a positive way. The testimonies are heartwarming. We need to not do disservice and drive this with energy. So this pack is a sweet pack. If you are here and you have bought GMX Pro before, can you give me a yes? If you have not bought it before, can you give me a 1, just number 1, so that I can see the yeses and the ones, and I know the people who need to get on board this train ASAP as well. I can see a few yeses, I can see a few ones. If you don't have this pack, somebody will soon be supplying the person you're supplying at a cheaper value. So you want to get on this, and it's not about getting on it alone. It's about getting on it and building on it, and building on it, and building. I want everybody here today, think about this. Be motivated internally. Your goal should be, I started small and I ended up big. Not, I didn't have the capital to start big. No, start from where you are. The benefit of network marketing is the fact that you can start small. As you continue to grow with the power of 4, as you continue to grow your reach, guess what? You have many subscribers. You have many people in your network. You don't have to have all the world in your network before you make money in this business. Okay? If you have a few people in your network and you have a reach of a lot of people who are your customers, you are good as well. So how do we want to build and drive signups? You want to deliberately build a business. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to deliberately build a team. You want to build local networks. You want to build regional networks. You want to build international networks. I'd like you to ask yourself this as a distributor. This is how we need to begin to think. Ask yourself, if somebody wants to buy a product from me and the person is in Sokoto, how do I supply the person? Okay, I can route it to the company. The company has created a structure with stockists and trade partners so that people who are not in your team can assist you. But your best bet is that you need to have somebody in Sokoto as well. Your best bet is that everybody in this business who really wants to do this business well and be strong needs to have a network in their local communities and regionally and across the world. What does this mean? Okay, so today I have in the building, in this room, I have Madam Hadiza. Okay, I hope Madam Hadiza is in the room. If you're in the building, you can just give me a thumbs up somewhere there so I know you're here. So I have Madam Hadiza in this room. Madam Hadiza is in Sokoto. Okay, if I was Madam Hadiza, I'm asking myself, how do I, good, I can see you. How do I build my network locally? So locally, I cover as much ground in Sokoto as I can. My goal in Sokoto is to have 4 to 10 distributors that are directly under me. I have a few that are directly under them as well. And their purpose is when I'm not around, anybody who wants to buy can buy from them. I already know that whatever sales they make, I'm going to earn a percentage of it as well. Whatever they drive is going to benefit me as well. So I work on my first level. I teach them what I'm doing so they can work on their next level. In a space like Sokoto with a population of over 10 million people, I want to be able to reach 1 million. If I'm able to reach the 1 million people, I don't have to reach them alone selfishly. I can build a team locally that harnesses that. Then next step is I'm thinking, I have people who want to buy from Lagos. I don't need to rely on my upline. I can rely on my downlines. I can begin to build my network in Lagos, in Southwest. I can begin to build a small network in South-South. I can begin to build a network in Southeast. I can begin to build a network in Abuja. Now, this network is my network. It's not the company's network. It is my own team. And I'm ensuring that my team is spread across these places so that whenever activity happens in that place, imagine something happens in Lagos and Lagos begins to boom, and you have no stake in Lagos. Imagine something happens in Southeast Zone in Owerri, in Anambra, and the business explodes there, and I have no stake in Owerri. What will I be? What will happen? I'll just be saying, things are going on there. I don't have a stake there. You need to have a stake everywhere by deliberately building. So this posture here, we're looking for distributors, is not Green Mondays as if for distributors. Is me, is you, is every distributor that is saying, how can I get my team to have expression in this local organization? How do I get my team to have expression in this region? Or someone says, what of Kaduna? Oh, same thing with Kaduna as well. Same thing with Adamawa as well. Same thing with Jos, Abuja as well. Same thing with Lagos, Ibadan, Osogbo as well. Same thing with Port Harcourt, Delta, Benin as well. Same thing with Owerri, Anambra, Asaba as well. Everywhere in Nigeria, we have an opportunity to build our networks in those places so that we have expression. Okay, Adela says we have Mrs. Raji in Kaduna, beautiful in various places. The goal is so that you have your network spread, and whatever is going on there is touching you as well. Now, in this business, you have the opportunity of earning as many as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 levels deep, depending on your own personal rank. If you are personally ranked VIP, you can earn 12 levels deep. If you are personally ranked gold, you can earn 10 levels deep. If you are personally ranked bronze, you can earn 8 levels deep. What's the benefit of this? The benefit of this is to ensure that you can have a team member in various places. So Mr. Adisa is saying I have in Kaduna, I have in Maiduguri. Good. You need to have in Lagos, have in Osogbo, have in Port Harcourt, have in Anambra, have in Abuja. Have your tentacles spread so that as they are growing and they are getting support in those regions, your business is growing as well. And then, of course, we need to build international networks as well. So there are people here who have their team in Qatar. Now, Fortune Abumere is here in Qatar. Fortune Abumere, please give us a thumbs up if you are there. Fortune Abumere, let's get your thumbs up. Now, Fortune Abumere is in Qatar. But please, where is Fortune Abumere's team today? In which places do you have team members? What networks have you built? Where is the business happening in a way that even though it's not in Qatar where you are, it's touching you as well? The goal that everybody needs to have, okay? Someone says we have in Makodi, Otuko. Good. The goal that everybody needs to have is how do you enjoy having a spread of your organization around? Now, 2 things. 1, build locally in the space where you are in. 2, build regionally in the space where you are not in. And then, of course, 3, build internationally to ensure that people outside the space where you are can have access to the products where you are not. Now, all of these people that you are building are buying GMX Pro. They are buying GMX Pro and positioning themselves for when an order will come in their area, you can support them, and they can also begin to build orders from within their area as well. Now, I hope this is clear. Okay? If this is clear to you, just say hello and say clear. Okay? I can see Mr. Fortune is there. I can see everybody that is there as well. Okay, good. Very clear. Awesome. Now, what can happen if I do this well? Imagine this. In Nigeria, we have more than 200 million people. Now, in every local community in Nigeria, because of this big population, we have 36 states. We have 774 local governments. It means in an average senatorial district, which is like 3 local government areas, you have more than 1 million people. Every time you have 3 local government areas averagely put together, it's over 1 million people. Imagine that your team is able to get just 10,000 subscribers who buy 2 products monthly. Now, anybody who has diabetes needs to be buying products monthly. Anybody who has the possibility of high blood pressure needs to be using the products on a monthly basis. Anybody who is having arthritis needs to use the products on a monthly basis. Okay? Anybody who is aging, who is growing old, who's above 50, and wants to have their general maintenance and general well-being and just keep up to state and up to date, needs to have 2 products on a monthly basis. So everybody 50 and above, everybody certainly 60 and above, everybody as they grow older need this product. Let's imagine you are only able to reach 10,000 of them. Now, what does that mean? If they are buying products worth 10,000 naira monthly, so they're buying just fire and bitters, they're buying just cleanser and bitters, they will buy other things, but they're buying just these 2 products on a monthly basis. Guess what happens? That's a business volume of 100 million per month. Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, that's 100 million naira business volume going through you on a monthly basis. Imagine that out of these 10,000 subscribers, you are able to only have 200 members. So the less the members you have, maybe even the better. You have 200 team members and they are only able to reach 50 each. It means it's not even happening directly through you. You are one of 200 people. The rest are in your team and they all have 50 subscribers. It means each one of you is doing what? 50 times 10,000. That's about 500,000 naira. But guess what? Your team volume is doing 100 million because you have built 200 team members. What does 200 team members mean? It means 5 direct, 25 second level, 125 third level. By the fourth level, is already more than 200. So just build a few distributors, 4 levels deep, and you're way above 200. And guess what? If you're reaching 5 subscribers each, you're doing 100 million business in a month. If only 2% of that comes to you, that's 2 million. But guess what? You have a thriving business. This is aside of the income you earn from rewards. This is aside of the income you earn from a variety of other things. This is basically just maybe just one of the income streams available there. This growth is happening. You are earning this value. Imagine that you can achieve this in 24 months. Imagine that you can have a business that is doing 100 million per month, and then in 12 months, 1.2 billion. You, as a distributor, you will change your username into a business name. Funshe will no longer be just a username. Funshe will be limited. Okay, with an office, okay, with and of course, you already has an office because you are already playing the trade partner game. One of the key first milestones is an office. Imagine you can do this in 24 months. Imagine that your region is Surulere. Imagine that your area is Mowe. I'm calling somebody here now, the Governor General of Mowe, because in Mowe, she wants to build 10,000 subscribers in the next 2 years. And then in the next 5 years, she can build 50,000 subscribers. At that point, it has blown. Okay, I can see the Governor General of Mowe, giving thumbs up, and I can see the Governor General of Surulere doing thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine what happens if at the same time your power of 4 takes off. Your power of 4, while you are doing this, your power of 4 takes off. Now, your power of 4 in it has the potentials to do 94 billion. From building with the power of 4, 12 levels deep, there's a potential for about 94 billion. That's the amount of money that one accountant general was able to steal. That's 1 billion in 90 places. Somebody was describing what does 80 billion mean, and how many boreholes is it, how many houses is it, what exactly is it? It's huge. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to say good morning, delegates. Good morning, fellow delegates. If we drive this well, we will be fellow delegates in our potentials and our possibilities. And our delegates will not happen once in 4 years. Our delegateness will be a regular occurrence month on month. There's a new soup now called delegate soup. It's like fisherman soup with extra shrimps and extra crab and extra. Ladies and gentlemen, if we do this well, look at your community. Look at Akwa Ibom. How many people are there? Look at Uyo. How many people are in Uyo? How many subscribers can you get? How difficult will it to get 10,000 subscribers of people who are on a monthly basis are on these products on a rec? How possible, how big? Yes, it can happen month on month. So, ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, this is what we want to do in June. And these are the 2 key steps you can drive to make it happen. 1, GMX Pro. 2, signups. GMX Pro is what it contains. The signups you want to build locally, you want to build regionally, you want to build internationally. You want to ensure that you have team members. You don't have to market the entire world. The entire world can be customers. That's fine. That's why we have 2 challenges. 1 for product buyers, 1 for business builders. Okay, and I'm excited that it's possible. I'm excited that it's clear, and I can see somebody there who says, "Uyo of my mind." And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not taking your space, somebody else is taking your space. Okay, and it's not competition; it's collaboration. Because the more people take a space, the louder the product gets to be in that space. And when it gets loud, the person who you think is competing with you is actually also helping you doing marketing. It's helping you increase the tempo of the noise happening in the area. And that positive peer pressure, yes, can drive good volumes, good brand recognition, good in your mind and your visibility presence for the product in the spaces where you are. So this is not really us competing with each other. This is us being a community that is, that is driven to make this product a household product. Make this product a product that it sits in every home and has the recognition of other brands that people see in their homes on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to ensure that people have reader in their fridge. People have reader in their bathrooms. People have reader in their kitchen. Okay, because those are the places where it is in my house. It's in the kitchen, it's in the fridge, it's in the bathroom, it's in the car. You want to ensure that reader becomes something, is your first aid for any challenge. It's available to you where you are. And if you can't reach me, you can reach my team members. I have team members scattered around Nigeria. I can tell somebody in Sokoto to give you. You want to build that kind of organization. Okay. Now I'm going to pause this for a while and ask for who asks questions. I can see a few questions on the question board already. Somebody says, I've been on this for over a year. I'm yet to know how it works. Okay, so one of the easy ways to know how it works is please plug in with the meetings. If you go to the Green Mondays YouTube page, you'll find plenty of videos there. If you have an upline, it's supposed to plug you in. And then now we're going to be reaching people directly more often than not. There are all these seminars. Just attend, join also the seminars, you learn more. And if you go to your upline and the person is a challenge, you can reach everybody in this business. You can reach me, you can reach Tayo, you can reach Olamiji, you can reach the 4 key leaders. The 4 key leaders for the various teams, for Trailblazers, for Team Flow, for Goal Crushers, for Team Thrive. You can reach those people and say, you know what, I want to be, and you can just ask in the group where you are in, reach any of the admins and say, I want to join a team, I want to be active, I want to learn. Familiar this one, we want to help you. It's not about just being in. We want you to be in and to do well. So send me a message. I'll link you up with someone. Okay. Somebody else is asking here. My question is, if I reach anybody like this in Abia, how can the products reach him or her? So the first level of support is you can let the person know that there will be courier costs. The company can courier the products directly from the office. So the person in Abia, person will pay their courier costs. But as you begin to develop a network within your region, as you begin to build within your region, it becomes easier. Somebody already bought. We don't have a trade partner in Abia now, for example. If you have a trade partner in Abia, that's somebody who can make money from Abia. And then every time anybody wants to pick, they can just go and pick from the person. But in the initial, we still send it from the nearest place to the person. Person takes on the courier costs and the courier charges, but the person becomes a member of your team if they are buying a bronze pack or silver pack. So we can do that for you, for people that want to sign up. For people who want to buy the products from you in piecemeal, you will need to look for a way to build your network to the place or to send it to the person. Okay. Someone here says, that's for Gladys Ude. So says, logistics is a major challenge, especially internationally. The price of the product changes dramatically. How can we package it for international market? Okay, so ESO, the price, the logistics is not a big problem because in those developed markets, it is sold in dollars. It is sold in pounds. And I tell you, the price at which they sell it in Canada, in US, in the UK, accommodates the price for courier. So in some places, they're selling the 500 ml bitters for $20. Okay, $20 in Naira is how much? It's currently 12,000 Naira. You know what that means? It means that bottle that you're getting for 3,300 Naira, if you're going to ship it, if you're doing it in volume, the shipment will not cost you more than 2,000 Naira. So they're making double the money there for selling it. So reality is the logistics, yes, the logistics are there. If you move it in volume, if you move it in big chunks, you're able to get the good volume there. And then the price is set in dollars compensates for the logistic prices. We have people here from London, we have people here from Qatar, we have people in the US, we have people driving this in Canada. It works well for them. Some of them put it on air freight, some of them carry it along with them as cargo, some of them move it over a long period of time with other people's products as well. But guess what? The logistics is being overcome by the price differential. You can make your money even with those logistics costs. Okay, pardon me, I'm looking at the questions in the question and answer space, not at the comment section. Okay. But if you have questions there, I'll look back at that too later on. Okay, many people are saying they can help you. They can help you. Okay, awesome. So Osho Olanike says, thanks. Can we be having each voucher according to the amount purchased? This also affects our monthly purchase. No, it doesn't affect anything. So look at this. Every voucher you are seeing now that is 10 PV that has different prices will not be there after a while. So this kind of complaints is what will eliminate those packs very quickly. The only pack that interests me, for example, at this moment is GMX Pro. It is 60,000 and that goes together with everything as well. Remember, we've said this for the last 6 months Now, where we're going to ultimately is a place where what you will find on the network is betas only. Betas only. The other products are not even developing as much volume to make this a requirement. Betas only is what you have on the network. The other things will be available via trade partners. Is how the other products will be available going forward. We have not gotten there yet. We're still perfecting a few things, but that's where we're going. Now, for those products, what we have done is we have just made concessions to make those products exist. And that's why 10 UPV will read only one value, even if the products that are there, some are at 25, some are 15. The only thing that is helping for your stockist points is not the Naira amount, is the PV value. So if at the end of the day, you have your 100 PV complete as a stockist, you are active. It doesn't matter what the Naira value shows. So I think some people are misunderstanding what is being calculated. It is not the Naira purchase that is being calculated. It is the PV value. But I think the best place to focus on is focus on the GMX PRO, focus on the places where it is betas only, because those are the ones that will sustain. Okay, I think it's very important that we make that point there. We are driving towards betas only is currently 90%. The other products are not doing as well, and they are a challenge because the amount of effort, costs that it takes to go into them is not justified by the volume. So we're going into a beta strictly, and then we're trying to see how we can open opportunities for that within retail, which will drive through some of the trade partners will join in that drive. And every stockist, the floor is open. If you want to step up to be a trade partner, that space will be available. Every distributor, if you want to step up to be a stockist, that space will be available as well. Okay. That's for Mrs. Osho Olanike. So is there any other question there that I wanted to answer before I go very quickly into the next short update about Club 1000? Is there any other question, any other thing that anybody wants to put out there? I said thank you for reaching out directly. Okay, good. Yes, so Ruda products are now regular gift items. Well, let me kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, we are not there yet. Many people do not know this product exists. Our effective covered market is not even 100,000 yet. Okay, and this is a population of 200 million people. This product needs to be available. It needs to be easily accessible. So one of the biggest complaints that we see in the market is, I bought it once, I liked it, but I don't know where to get it next. I got it once, I don't know where to get it next. It's important that we know how to get it next. Okay, I can see a question from Yemi Pubola. You know, Yemi Pubola is a very interesting name. It's actually the name of one of my twin brothers. Can I register someone on one as a team on GMX Pro? No, you can't. GMX Pro is strictly for distributors. So you can register somebody in as bronze with 40,000, and then they can buy the GMX Pro. So the GMX Pro is like an invitation to come inside. So it's saying to you, if you become a member, you get it cheaper. If you become a member, you get it cheaper. If you become a member, you get it cheaper. You don't get it cheaper to become a member. You become a member to get it cheaper. So my recommendation is get people in with bronze, get them in with silver, get them in with gold, and then get them in to upgrade with the GMX Pro. So they can't get in with it. They can only upgrade with it. So that's on that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think in order to make this beautiful, I hope this is clear and understood. I'd like to get a very quick feedback before I move to the next phase. So please give me in that comment box if you are good to go. June will be a better month, and you will make sure that every month is better and better from June. You will grow. You'll be internally motivated to grow your business and grow into something big. If this is your commitment, give me 111 in that chat box as we round off this phase. Just give me 111 and let that 111 become energizing for everybody who is looking as well to say, okay, look, I'm in this and we are a community. Okay, I'm not doing it alone. I have a community of people who are joining me in doing this as well. Awesome. I can see the 111. I can see some people with 3 111s. I can see some people with 5 111s, 10 111s. Amazing. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this and do this big.